Riyaa, to do things for worldly benefit, to be seen of man. Riyaa is a form of shirk that it does not take people outside the folds of Islam. But it's an act that could lead the person to the hellfire. So Riyaa is doing an act of worship, which is considered to be ibadah in Islam. And we describe al-ibadah, al-ma'na al-ibadah, ismu jami'un, wa kullu shay'in Allah yuhibbu yurad, fi aqwal wa أفعال نحو الصلاة والصيام أو قيام والزكاة وصدقة, doing things, the act of worship, all the things that are considered the acts of worship that Allah love and pleased with, in statements and actions towards, for example, the salah, establishing salah, fasting, any of these type of acts of worship. So Riyaa is somebody who's doing these acts of worship to be seen of man. And there's some hadith, we mentioned it a long time ago when I first came here. Remember the one, the Day of Judgment, before jihad, fi sabilillah, for the sake of Allah, what he claims, but he really did it for fame, and he died. And Allah, the Day of Judgment asked him, what did you do? He said he fought in the cause of Allah until he died in that way, to get close to Allah for the sake of Allah. And Allah said, Kadab, or Yuqadib, that you lied, or he lied. That the person is a Kadab, a liar. You did such and such to get fame from the people, and Allah throws them in the hellfire face first. The other type of person, for example, who recite Quran, Yaqra Quran, and yakun mashhur. He reads Quran to be famous, for fame, not for the pleasures of Allah. Laysa li wajhillah, not for the pleasure of Allah, to get the face of Allah, not for this. Not to get the face of Allah, to get close to Allah. Rather, he does it to get fame for the people to say, hey, he recites nice, he's a good reciter. And they said, Allah will ask this person the day of the Qiyamah, what did you do? He would say he read the book of Allah for his sake. And Allah would say, you're a liar. You read such and such to get fame from the people, for the people to say you recite well for fame. And instead he's thrown in the fire face first. The next example, same hadith, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the one that said, who ya'allama, he learned knowledge, or taught knowledge, or learned knowledge, for the sake, for the people to say he is a scholar. So Allah asked him, what did you do in this world? He said he taught Allah's deen, or he learned his deen for the sake of Allah. And Allah would say no, rather yet he did this action for the people to say he's a scholar, and he would throw face first in the fire. So a Shirk Riyaa is something that can lead the person to the Jahannam. Or Allah Azza wa Jalla la yaqbal al-amal shirk. Allah doesn't accept any deeds that's within it is shirk, even Shirk Riyaa. When we mention that Shirk al-Akbar, the major shirk, it puts the person outside the folds of Islam. Man yushrik billah harrama alayhim al-jannah. Whoever worships other than Allah is forbidden from the Jannah. Allah, he said in another verse, وَيَغْفِرْ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, he forgive what he wills from the sins of the people, though he don't forgive from the people associated parties with him. So Riyaa, we know, is not from the major shirk. That's why it's called the lesser, or we should say the minor shirk. It's the proper name. The booking is not correct with the English terminology. It is the minor shirk. Alright? So we have this, a Riyaa, doing things. So somebody say, for example, your parents, they want you to learn Quran. Don't do it because your parents want you to learn Quran. Do it because you want to get close to your Lord. You want to get close to Allah. You want rewards from Allah. This is why you're going to learn Quran. This is why you're going to learn the book of Allah, so you can understand what Allah wants from you. As Allah says in Quran, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This book, no doubt, and it is in this book, no doubts, and it is guidance. There's no doubt, not shak in Quran. Al-Quran hayatuhum. Quran is your life. So when I learn the Quran, I learn it so I can understand what Allah wants from me. I can understand these things. These are the things that a Muslim has to learn. I will learn about shirk. I will know about shirk al-asghar, the minor shirk. I know about these things. I learned it from learning my religion. Right? The minor shirk. I learned from learning my religion. I know what Allah wants from me, and I do what Allah wants. And I stay away from what Allah prohibits. And I do what the Prophet ﷺ commands us to do. And I stay away from what the Prophet commands us to stay away from. So Shirk Riyaa, a Muslim needs to be very cautious of these things. Next in the book, question 38, what is the latent of polytheism? No, this wording is incorrect. What is inconspicuous shirk? Shirk al-Kafi. This type of shirk is like going against what Allah decreed. Allah decree a fear for you in your qadr. We mentioned qadr already. What is the qadr of Allah? What Allah decrees for a person is going to happen. Allah decreed for me to be Muslim. Alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim. I was looking for the guidance. For example, I'm walking in the street, example, and I lost my wallet. And if I say, hey, if I didn't walk down this street, I would have lost my wallet. This is inconspicuous shirk. As the Prophet ﷺ described, it's like a black ant on a black stone and a black pitch of the night. Something that you really wouldn't consider. The statement that you would say, you really, really think about it. So this is the inconspicuous shirk. Going against what Allah decrees. It's so inconspicuous you can't see it. You might say and not realize you're saying these things. That's what is intended in the meaning inconspicuous. You might say them and not noticing that what you're saying, but this is a form of shirk. Going against what Allah decreed, not liking it. I'm saying if such and such didn't happen to me, I would have been this way or that way. Being distasteful what Allah decreed for you. You know, the believer, he understands what Allah ever decreed. في قدره ماذا فيه من خير هذا من الله عز وجل. Whatever Allah decreed for the believer, within it is good, this is khair, this is good for them. But if something befalls them, a shar, wallah, you hit. If something befalls the believer, the Muslim, that he doesn't like, what Allah decreed for him, the hardship, something that he doesn't like, he understands as a believer within it is something is good. Allah is testing him. I go somewhere, I've seen this before, a companion, he was traveling on the bus, he missed the bus, he was so upset. And then a few hours later, he watched the news, he found out that bus was in a car crash, and many people died in it. So he was upset because he was trying to go somewhere, and he couldn't get there on time because he missed his bus. He was mad. He wanted to visit some family on a Greyhound bus, but he missed the bus. And he found out later on, well, Allah decreed for him to miss the bus. There was something good in it for him, even though he didn't get to meet his family. Allah spared his life. The bus crashed. That's from what Allah decreed. You see, wow, what happened to me? Allah decreed, Allah saved me. So he thought that maybe he missed the bus or something bad because he wanted to travel, but it was good for him. But Allah decreed, it was something good for him. So this is called the inconspicuous shirk. And it says in the answer, or the latent polytheism implies being dissatisfied with the condition Allah ordains or ordained by Allah. What Allah decrees for you, a person is not happy with it. Disdain, dislike it. Mark that. Put a star, that's going to be on the test. That's number 38. I just gave you a good explanation, but the quick answer, Alright, later on, what is specifically with Shirk? What I'm gonna do now is